Hello, welcome to the video. So Season 2 has been released now for Redsec, and there actually have been a lot of changes to the guns. It's only to the Assault Rifles and the Carbines, but that actually does shift the meta quite a bit, mostly for long range more than short range. But today I'm going to go over the short range meta now after these updates, just quickly. And keep an eye out for the long range meta video, which I think will be really good, probably one day next week after I've had some time to level a couple of the guns that have come into the meta that were nowhere near it, which is good to see. And yeah, just test a couple of guns that I haven't really played with much, because I think there's going to be a big change there. Not as big to close range, but some good guns have come in, and let's just jump straight into that now. So if we jump onto the spreadsheet here, I've updated all the values, and this is now completely done for each damage range. So this left side of the spreadsheet, completely updated, has the new weapons in here as well. Just this section here, which I've read it out at the moment, I just need to do some more testing, try the guns out, level them up like I said in the intro. And then this will be updated before I release a video on it next week. But this section here, the close range meta, I have actually updated that already. And for this section here, the close range meta, I have already updated this part of the spreadsheet. And you'll see that there's no change to 1 and 2. It's still the SCW KV9. The SCW had a recoil nerf to stop it being so good at long range, but that really wasn't its thing anyway. Hasn't really changed the gun much. Up close, still best gun in the game. KV9 still feels great. They haven't touched it. The TR7. Now, a lot of people thought this was great anyway, because in multiplayer, it's the fastest killing gun. It's so good in multiplayer, but that didn't actually transfer across to Redsec as well as people thought it did, because they have a strange system where your TTK isn't the same against an enemy with plates and an enemy without plates. As in, the bullets do less damage to a plated enemy, and then as their plates come off, those bullets do more damage on the same gun. Which means they get to pick and choose what they want the TTKs to be, not just as simple as looking at the stats in-game of damage values and rate of fire and then multiplying them. It doesn't work like that. So the TR7 wasn't actually a super fast killing gun in this game, but they've now updated that, as they should, because this thing still has too much recoil to be like a fantastic gun. But in that close range and in the second and third damage drop-offs, it's amazing. And it is manageable, the recoil. I don't know if they've changed it, but I was playing around with it in firing range, which you'll see coming up, and it's just not too bad, even at the mid-range. So yeah, I think if you want something that's just going to delete people and you like the assault rifles, maybe you play assault so it feels more like an SMG, this gun's amazing now. The new assault rifle VCR2, that thing is incredible. I think it's probably the best sniper support in the game. I think I'm going to make a specific sniper support video, and I'm going to do a lot of testing before I release that. But I think this thing's going to be number one. It's so good up close, so good mid-range. And then you can tap fire at long range, even, 80 to 120 meters, 878 TTK. Like, thing is just phenomenal. On to number 5, the SG553R. I don't want to complain too much about this, but this gun's been thought of as one of the best guns in the game for a long time, mainly because big content creators really enjoy this gun, which is fine, but the TTK was never that good for this gun at any range, to be honest. But with Season 2, they have buffed it significantly to the point it's the 4th fastest killing gun within 10 meters. It just has a massive drop-off. If you see here, after 10 meters, it goes down to 745. So it goes from being the 4th fastest killing gun in the game to the 19th, which, that is a terrible drop-off. It doesn't have much recoil though, so it's still going to feel okay as a sniper support. But I would actually more just push towards using this gun as an SMG. Not with a sniper. Like, pair this with a long-range gun like a KTS, something like that. And I think it could do really well. This gun kills really fast now. So onto the builds. First up, we got the SCW, where I've got the Mini Flex 1x sight, standard ammo, 25 round mag, the cheapest vertical, folding vertical, the basic barrel, and the cheapest suppressor. Now, there is an argument with the nerf to suppressors that they're not as important on an SMG. So if you feel like you could use the 10 points, you could switch to a flash hider and then get even more recoil control. But I don't personally think it's necessary. And the suppressor does still keep you off the map within 21 meters of an enemy. And if we go into the firing range, I don't really have to say much. It's the fastest killing gun in the game. It has very minimal recoil. These are your ranges. And even the third target's pretty easy to hit. Moving on to the KV9. I've got the same 1x scope. I think that'll be on every gun in this list. Standard ammo, 27 round mag, the same vertical as the SCW, basic barrel again, 20 suppressor again. It's the same build. They are very similar guns. Really high power, low recoil, low magazine count. So you just need to put the biggest mag on and then build it how you can from there. But same deal, goes incredibly fast on these two. Those are your main targets for a gun like this, but it can fairly easily kill an enemy at that sort of range as well. Next up, we got the TR7, 1x sight again, standard ammo again, 25 round mag, 35 stubby, basic, and the cheapest suppressor. You could switch to this classic vertical if you just want to be able to handle that recoil a bit better, but I think most people that are choosing this gun, you're going to be choosing it for the very close range. So as much as it does have a lot of recoil, it's extremely manageable for those first two dummies, and that's really where you're going to be using this gun. If you want to be able to reach out to this third target, I mean, it's not horrendous. It does feel like they've done something to the recoil. I'm not sure if that was in the patch notes, but I mean, this gun just feels great now. I'm going to gravitate towards picking this up now as ground loot, which before I absolutely stayed away from it. There you can see it's a bit bouncy still. But where you intend to use this thing, it's just going to melt people. Okay, number 4, we've got the new assault rifle, the VCR2. I've got a 1x scope, standard ammo, 30 fast mag, the 45-point stubby, basic barrel, 20-point suppressor. I do like this on guns like assault rifles that ADS a little slower than the SMGs, just to bring it sort of in line. This puts it at 200 milliseconds, but the recoil isn't the best on this gun, and I'm using this build specifically as a sniper support, so I want to be able to hit the third and fourth targets. But you can see up close, absolutely melts. Little wobbly there. You may need to tap fire at that sort of fourth dummy. But the way I use this, I'd usually hit them with a sniper, switch to this weapon, and just finish that player off. This gun feels great though. Okay, on to the SG553L. This hasn't been a favorite gun of mine, as much as most people really like it. So I haven't actually leveled this thing up, but the build I would go for if I had this fully leveled is the 1X, the standard ammo. I'd probably go for the 30 fast mag, just because of the underbarrel that I would likely choose for this. I'd then go with a 45 stubby. If you want the bigger magazine, choose a bigger magazine and then put on the 35-point stubby. Then I would put the basic barrel and the 20-point suppressor. And even with this build, nowhere near what I just said. This thing really doesn't have much recoil. And the ranges you're going to want to use this anyway for it to be at its best is right here. Past this, the damage drop-off is so big, I wouldn't even personally use this as a sniper support, just because there's so many better options. But if you're someone that just absolutely loves this gun, like I know a lot of people do, it doesn't have much recoil. It's still going to kill okay, just not as fast as some of the other options. But like I said earlier, keep a lookout for a sniper support specific video coming soon to the channel. Okay, so that is it. Pretty quick one. I just wanted to get something up as quick as possible now that Season 2's dropped. And keep a lookout for the long-range meta video. That one should be a bit longer. I want to go a little more in depth on that one. I think a lot more has come into the meta. A lot more has changed. And yeah, thank you for watching.